Recently, the Ghana government mentioned that they are through with licensing Starlink to operate in Ghana, which is great news because recently there was this crazy undersea cat which caused a lot of internet issues across the West African region. And even I made a video about, Starlink being a better option, and if Starlink operates here, some of these problems will be mitigated, right? But then we have to look at some of the facts, right? So we're going to first look at when Starlink is going to begin its operation in Ghana. We're also going to look at the pricing when it comes to buying the equipment, the subscriptions, some basic things you need to know when it comes to using Starlink, right? Having it is great, right? You're going to be able to access the internet easily, but you also have to know how much it's going to cost you to do that and how you're even going to be able to acquire that. Now, from Starlink's website, they stated that they're going to begin operations in Ghana from Q3 2024. That is the third quarter of 2024, which is somewhere from July, August, all the way to September. In between, these 3 months, we're going to see Starlink operating fully in Ghana. Now, what does that mean? That means that we'll be able to, purchase Starlink and then use it locally without any regulatory issues, right? And then Starlink probably is going to also make sure that they have some local partners that's going to make all of this easy, right, and accessible. Now, from Starlink's website, the device, that's the dish that's going to help you access the internet, costs £450, right? So if you want to own the dish, it's going to cost you about £450 to own that, right? And then apart from that, you're going to pay a subscription fee of about £75 every single month to be able to use the dish to get internet access, right? So aside spending £450, you're going to spend extra £75 every single month. Now let's look at that in Ghana cedis, right? Now that is over 7,000 Ghana cedis to own the device that is actually going to help you access the internet. It's going to cost more than 7,000 Ghana cedis, right? Now let's look at a £75 subscription. That's about 1,200 cedis every single month, right, to access the internet. A lot of people are not going to be able to spend 1,200 cedis every single month on internet access and at the same time spend over 7,000 Ghana cedis on the actual device. So looking at this, I think it's a bit costly for the Ghanaian market because not a lot of people will be able to spend this amount of money to get the device and also subscribe for their service. I know a lot of people in Accra or other parts of the country who are using internet heavily and make a lot of money from it will be able to spend that, but then not a lot of people can do that. We will have a lot of people who still rely heavily on MTN, Tigo, and all these other networks to be able to access the internet. Of course, Starlink is a great internet service provider, and I believe it's going to change the game when it comes to internet accessibility across Africa. However, the price point is not going to allow a lot of Ghanaians get access to the device to use it because it's a bit pricey. So I'm just saying that looking at the price point when it comes to Starlink, a lot of people are still not going to be able to afford it. A lot of people are still not going to buy it. So a lot of us are still going to rely on MTN, Tigo, Vodafone or Telecel or whatever to still access the internet because the price point over there is still going to be best for us compared to Starlink. But we just hope and pray that when it comes to Ghana, they're going to give us Ghana price. Let's hope for that. All right. Thank you for watching this video up to this point. Please subscribe to this channel if you're new here, and then also like this video. If you have any question at all, kindly leave them in the comment section below. I'll see you in another video. I'm out.